feeling today, how would you describe it?
Pretty surreal, I think. You know what, growing up, it was definitely a goal of mine and something that I've dreamed of, and to achieve that with a great group of guys is pretty unreal feeling, and something I'll never forget for sure.
The comeback by Russia was pretty impressive. You know, you guys building up a very 5-1 lead there. What was the key to keeping the lead in the third period there?
I think just sticking to our game plan. I know none of us got too antsed up or really out of focus. I know we all stayed in the moment and just to try to enjoy it as much as we could, and I know that definitely helped in the third. We gave them really nothing, and we kind of shut it down, which was great to see.
Once the games were actually over, how enjoyable actually was it?
Oh, unreal. I know probably the last period was definitely just counting down the clock and waiting for the time to run out, but to finally get it done and sing the single count on the blue line was definitely something I'll forget, and it was huge to achieve that finally.
Were you singing loud and proud there?
Oh yeah, always. Yeah, for sure I was.
How many of the other games did you sing "O Canada" to?
Every game. You know what, I think in Montreal they kind of switched over to French a little bit, so I wasn't very good in that one, but I tried my best, and I tried to sing after every game, yeah.
Some of the there's a lot of Canadian teams that are really talented. They don't win. What were some of the keys, you think, to this team actually winning the gold medal?
I think buying in right from the get-go. I know we had a great leadership group. A lot of us in the dressing room were all leaders in our own clubs, and I think the system that Benny Grew, our head coach, had was just to make sure we played the Canadian way and stuck to it. And I think that's what really we all bought in right away, and we were truly a band of brothers in the dressing room, which goes a long way, and it showed in this tournament.
Looking back at some of the programs that you've been involved in, like the Hockey Manitoba, our POE program, how do you think that it helped you achieve this particular goal?
Oh, it's helped me a lot. I think, you know what, the POE program is definitely a great program and a good stepping stone into achieving these goals. And I've been fortunate enough to play at a few international tournaments, and I think I couldn't have done it without the POE program, so it was huge to have that for sure.
This year is also a Canada Games year, and you and most of your Team Canada teammates were at the 211 games. And what was the experience like in 211, and how do you think it helped you as a player and as a person?
I think that was a huge experience for myself. I know you are young, obviously, and you kind of you're away from your parents and family, and you really have to get used to being on your own, I guess, at a young age. So I think that was huge. It really matures you, and I know in that tournament you really have to come together, and that was definitely a huge stepping stone in my career for sure, and one of the funner tournaments I played in for sure.
For some of the players from Manitoba that are heading to the Canada Games this year and 215, what are some of the main points or some of the advice that maybe you could pass along to them in order to achieve the same level of success that you just enjoyed?
I think just sticking together and really come together as a team quickly. I know in these short events, it takes a lot to win. So I think to make sure you're having fun and coming together quickly as a team is huge, and just live in the moment, I think, is huge too. I think you got to focus on your task at hand, but also enjoy it at the same time, and then not to get too worked up.
How difficult is it going to be now going back to your club team after playing in the national team and playing with some of the best players in all of Canada? Now you're going back to a club team, and although you've added some players to your program and you've got a very successul team out there in Kelowna this year, but how is that adjustment going to be to come back down and play at a level when you've been at such a high over the last month?
Yeah, I think it might take a little bit to adjust, but I know I'm going back to a great team there, and we're coached very well, and Dan Lambert, and I know we all have a goal in mind, and that is to win a championship. So I think that's really our goal right now, and to go back to that team like that, it's going to be a lot of fun, and I can't wait to get back there. Congratulations on certainly a super tournament with Canada there. I know everyone in Manitoba that's followed your progress over the last month and over your junior careers is certainly very proud of your accomplishments. So good job. Thank you very much. Yeah, thanks, Madison. Thank you.